What's going on, everyone? Jared here, the other half of the Figure Bros, and today we're taking a look at, well, this is not exactly a new release, but it's new-ish. It took me a while to get my hands on this set for a decent price because I was a fool and I did not pre-order it. Let that be a lesson to you guys. If there's something you think you're going to want, just bite the bullet and pre-order it. Otherwise, you're going to be scrambling months down the line to find one for retail-ish. So, luckily, my boy Philip was able to hook me up here with this set. He might still have some. If he does, he probably put a link down below. So we'll see on that. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and rip into this set of Wolverine and Sabertooth. Alright guys, so we're going to go through the articulation of each. I think I'm going to do each of them individually in this video. So I'll throw a timestamp down below of Wolverine and just Logan and Sabertooth. If you guys just want to see one or the other, that's totally fine. I figure that might make it easier for everyone. Oh, there we go. So let's go ahead and start with the articulation of Logan. So his head is on a regular ball hinge. It works pretty good for the most part. He can look up a fair amount, down a fair amount. Shoulders go out fully horizontal. He's got a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. His hands are on a regular hinge, so that works just fine. He's got a diaphragm joint here. He can go down a bit. Go back, not really at all. Of course, you do get some twisting around here. You also get a cut down here, which is nice. I like that they included that with the diaphragm. That's usually the cleanest articulation you get for like the chest section. Going down to the legs, you can do an okay splits here. Doesn't really go back at all. Legs kick up a pretty good amount though, so that's nice. You do get a double jointed knee. Works pretty good. Going down to the ankles, you get a regular ankle rocker. Goes out about that far. It is on a, you can actually move the peg in there, so you can get a ton of range out of that side to side. Boots go up about that far and back about that far. So, articulation here, not too bad. I'm kind of going to go through this guy a little bit quicker because, let's face it, I know what you guys are here for. You want to see Sabretooth. So, aesthetically, I think Logan looks pretty good. I love what they did with the elbows here. This is a small detail, but I believe they actually painted that, so it didn't separate the sculpt there too much. So that's nice. Pinless joints here look very nice. I guess the skin tone looks a little weird, maybe on the chest, but it's really not that bad. I'm kind of nitpicking that. Maybe there could have been a little bit more shading on the shirt. Some like dark shading would have been nice. Definitely on the jeans would have been very nice. I think his claws here look good. Let's talk about the accessories. Let me put him here. We get an alternate head with him smirking. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not a huge fan of these heads. Dang, it's really thundering outside. If you guys heard that, I'm sorry. I don't know. They just look a little odd to me. They look a little too... He just looks a little too smirky. This one's not bad. Maybe his... I feel like his eyes are a little bit too big. And his lips are like a little bit too big and red, too. He looks almost like he's just got some female traits here I'm not the biggest fan of. It looks a little odd. Those eyes just look, they look huge. They're like staring into my soul. God. Alright, and then you get, in terms of other accessories, get a holding hand with a vertical hinge, and that is for his deck of cards you get. She can hold them decently. Yeah, you can hold them all right. That works okay. And then you get a grabbing hand. Would have liked a couple of fist hands maybe, but overall not a bad spread of accessories. You know what? I was thinking about this. One thing that would have been really cool for this Logan would have been like a set of bone claws. Since he's, you know, Not really in uniform, looks a little more rugged, a little more wild. I think that would have been really cool. So for this Logan himself, if this was a regular $25 release on his own, I'd give him an 8 out of 10. He's pretty good. So not too bad at all. But let's go ahead and move on to Sabretooth, which is, I think, the reason a lot of you guys are going to be getting this 2-pack. And here we have the big guy himself, Sabretooth. And let me say for the record, he is huge. Like, here's him and Logan together. And that is a great comic accurate size comparison right there. Really like that. But let's go ahead and start with the articulation. It is going to be limited from his fur at the back, but it can look up about that far, down about that far. Regular ball hinge. I believe this is the Omega Red body. I know they just did a Venom on this body too. Maybe not Omega Red. It's on a newer, bulkier body with a lot of nice articulation. Like these lovely butterfly joints, which are always nice on a figure like Sabretooth. You do get a bicep cut and a double jointed elbow. Regular standard hinges at the hands. You do get an ab crunch here. You can go down about that far, back about that far. You do get a twist here. Legs go out about that far. You do get a thigh cut up there. Legs kick up this far and back not really far at all. Double jointed knee. And you do get a standard ankle rocker. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, so this guy is, he's huge. He's a big boy. I could definitely see why a lot of people would just get this 2-pack for him. Paint overall is pretty good. There's a couple of spots that are not, like, amazing. I see right there. But it's overall quite clean and sharp. There's a couple of little spots that aren't super sharp. But it's pretty good. I think aesthetically, he looks great, especially on this huge body where he's got these nice, massive proportions. Huge, broad shoulders, big hands, big feet, big calves. Really like the way they use this body. As for accessories, we do get an alternate head where he is grinning, and that just looks amazing. I really love these heads. His head that he comes with looks great too. It's a great use of that nice new face printing. And then he comes with 2 alternate hands, more like grabbing, clawing hand here. And then a more like gripping hand. You could probably make him grip Logan in some way or another with this one. Or like a, clasping hand. Yeah. Yeah, overall, this Sabretooth is really he's the winner here. I mean, what more is there to say? I know a lot of people are just getting this 2-pack just for this Sabretooth. So, some critiques. I wish these were pinless down here. If they could do pinless up here, they should have been able to do it down here. The paint could be a little bit better. And maybe another head would have been nice, like a battle damaged head where his mask is torn off, or he's got like Logan shaped claw marks in his mask. That would have been cool. But otherwise, I'm going to give this Sabretooth, I'm going to give him a 9. 9 out of 10. Yeah, he's great, man. So he gets a 9. Logan gets a 7. Did I give him a 7 or an 8? I'm going to give the 2-pack overall an 8 out of 10. Yeah, this is a great buy, guys. This is definitely some of their best work yet. There's definitely some flaws, more so with Logan than there is with Sabretooth. But this is clearly some of Hasbro's best work yet. This has really shown that they are moving in the right direction with these Legends, and I love to see it. So let me know down below if you like the review, and I will catch you guys later. And until then, see ya.